Hi, Janine here. Told you I'd be back, and I'm back for Budget by Paycheck by the Budget Mom, whom you can find on YouTube. She has hundreds, maybe 1,000 videos. I don't know, but she has a lot of videos that share with you how to do the system. I want to let you know it's because of all my subbies that I have gone from not being able to do this at all. Like, yeah, not filled out. And I've had the Budget by Paycheck books. I've bought like 2 of them and I started, didn't finish. I bought the smaller packs of them that are just 1 month at a time versus this is really thick, a year. And I never could seem to manage to get this as a daily habit. So I can say that I'm finally there and I'm very excited. So I started out in August and this was part of my August challenge. And I did lose my mom on the 12th. So I would say that I could have done a lot better, but it was a great first effort. And honestly, it did take some time to get used to. Each one of these budget paycheck trackers, every time you get a paycheck, you're supposed to write down the bills that you're going to pay with that paycheck. And the monthly I did a little differently. But you're supposed to color coordinate and highlight the bills with the same highlighter color as the paycheck that you're going to use to pay those bills. So, and then that's on your monthly. So I'll try and follow that in October because I didn't do that right. But like I said in my HOBONICHI planner flip through, I just feel like I'm over 90% there with the habits and the system. And wow, I would say in August, I did a lot more frequent payments to my credit cards. But then at the same time, like I think what I did was better this month and I just made bigger payments. But that's because I budgeted it out ahead of time and I just kind of winged August. But I was able to get my, end of the month numbers. And so that was good. And I did do the meal planning and that was so helpful for those of you that have seen my grocery hauls. We have so much food. I think in October, I could really just buy meat and some veggies. We have a stockpile of food, and I shared that in a video. So now here is September, and you can see I've got some highlighting, but it has nothing to do with highlighting a paycheck and then highlighting the bills you're going to pay with that paycheck. So let's see if I can do that in October. The green was just money I spent on food. The this kind of burnt orange is loan payments or debt payments, and then the blue is money I billed out. So, I can say that I did a much better job. And I was reading Atomic Habits this month. I'm not finished with it, and I'm going to keep reading that through October for my 75 Hard Challenge, which I'm doing this next month. I'm going to tell you more about later, but that's so exciting. I'm going to hopefully replicate what I did last year with the 75 Hard Challenge, and that is lose 25 pounds. Yeah, that would be so great. Well, I have 15 to lose, but if I lost 25, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah. Okay, so then let's see. We have some expense trackers, and so I have 2 checking accounts. On one, I've actually relabeled. Instead of putting it as Janine's interest checking, I'm calling my fixed expense checking, and then I have one for variables expense. So I think I could do a better job of kind of following that, where all my bills that are the same, every month, it's going to be the same amount. I'll pay those bills out of the fixed checking account, and then the variable checking account will be more connected with my sinking funds. Okay. And yeah, I think I did better. Like, I have less transactions this month, but I actually spent more money. But I mean, the good news is that, well, like you see this number here, my total debt is down under 150,000, and it was at one time over 160,000 and a couple months ago. And so this is kind of the end month. This was August. I haven't totaled this up, probably because I don't want to. I think it's an astronomical number. And honestly, I'm so ashamed that I'm not more frugal, because I was just making $21 an hour, I would say, like during COVID, and I was doing an internship at a pediatric clinic. So I'm in the behavioral health field, and I have just a small therapy practice. So, having this kind of money is really new to me, and I've never budgeted in my whole entire life, like nothing like this. So this is really great. And then this is the September meal plan, and that was so helpful. I tracked how much I spent, but I did kind of blow it. Like, I was going to try and only spend $10 the last week, and I feel like, the deals at Safeway got me, and I stockpiled some more food. So what the heck? Try again in October. Yeah, so I've got October monthly, I don't know what you call this, monthly budget spread. I've got this with my payments. And the exciting news is like, do you see the debt payments? I do have them all coordinated to come out, like to be due on the same day. But actually, I can cross off, like, let's do this right now. Okay, so if you're still with me, thanks. All right, so let's see if I can do this. So this one I paid off, and this one I paid off. So I'm going to only have 3 credit card payments to make. So that's great. Yeah. And oh my gosh, I have some good news. So I'm going to change phone carriers from AT&T to T-Mobile. And guess what? T-Mobile has some special thing going on, and if you transfer a phone line, you'll get a $200 MasterCard. So I actually have all my kids' phone lines on my phone bill, and so that could be $800 of gift cards for me. Plus, they give you free Netflix. So I hope this is the case if you call. Actually, I think it is nationwide, because a gal that I talked to is in, I think, Birmingham, Alabama. I can give you her name and you can find her. Anyway, so you get free Netflix, free Apple TV, free Pandora, which is the music app, and Cyrus, and a discount on AAA for your car. So, which I already had. So 3 of those things I already paid for. So October I set up, I don't know what my first paycheck is going to be, but this is how much money I'm coming in with at the start of the month. And if you make less than that, please don't contrast yourself to me. Just know that I'm here to model budgeting, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, it matters how financially responsible you are and that you have a plan for your money. And I did want to mention, oh yeah, because I spent money on stationery, and I thought like maybe I shouldn't do sinking funds, because the reason why is because I should use that money for debt. Do you know what I didn't do is I I budgeted zero for a lot of these categories, but I spent money on them anyway. Oh, I like $50 on stationery. Oh, sorry for coughing. That is not what I did. So that is not realistic. I spent, look at this. I spent $487.02 on stationery. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the only expenditure that I think was out of control. And then when all was said and done, with some culinary, like we got an ice cream maker, because that's the one thing that I feel like we spend a lot of money on, is like we buy these little containers of Ben and Jerry's or Halo's ice cream, and they're, if I'm lucky, I can get them on sale sometimes for $3.99, the Ben and Jerry's, but not the Halo's ice cream. The lowest price is like $5.99. So I bought this KitchenAid ice cream maker attachment to go to a mixer that I have. So that's why my food and culinary budget is so out of whack. But I think I could forgive myself for that. It's just the stationery. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's it. And thank you so much for your support. I cannot begin to tell you how helpful it has been, and I couldn't have done it without you, to be honest. All right. I love you, and see you soon. Bye.